What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Makes, right here on Hot Makes and all sorts of things. I'm Nerdy J, affectionately known as Nerdy J, thanks to the Pooch, who's not here anymore, but he gave me that name. And I also know him for as Jim from the Edge of Tech. This, my friends, is Caleb, Hot Makes producer extraordinaire, and that is the sound of an FL Sun S1 vacuum cleaner running behind me that just keeps...
It's certainly not the sound of silence. At all.
No. It's loud as heck. If
Rogers, thank you, sir.
Boom, Andrew.
Boom.
Thank you so much.
So when you started that, I totally thought you were going to say, "I'm Nerdy J, affectionately known as Jim."
Yeah, I should do that. Trying to resize here. Andrew, thank you so much. David Wilson hit me up on my channel last week or something. Thank you so much for that, David. I really do appreciate that. If anyone tuned in, if you were like the 35 people who tuned in on a Sunday afternoon to watch the FL Sun S1 unboxing, like super behind everybody else, mostly because it sat here for 2 months before I did it, you noticed that the firmware didn't update, which is now working because they had to send me a firmware that used to be on their website that they removed, that you had to do first, and then the new one. The new ones, the ones they're shipping, should not have to do that, but the ones we got did, and it wouldn't work.
Wait, you couldn't update the firmware if you didn't have the old version, but they removed the old version from their website? Yeah,
so mine came with version 1.00000, which was like the original or something. Yeah. And you need to go to like 1.020 or something like that. And then from there, you could do the rest of the firmware updates OTA. Okay. But all the documentation told us to go find it. When you go find it, they removed it from the site. So I emailed them after the stream. They shot the stuff. They said, yes, we removed it from the site because the new ones won't need it. And dummy, you're 2 months behind from doing this. You should have already had this done. And then they gave me the new one. It literally like flashed in 10 seconds. And then I restarted the printer, pulled the SD card out, started it back up, and the new firmware flashed in like 30 seconds. It's blowing now. But it says like, we need to recalibrate. It's going to take 28 minutes. I'm like, okay, do it. I didn't realize that the CPAP that runs the part cooling fan.
I didn't realize that's what that was.
It is, yeah. It's a CPAP blower that runs the part cooling fan, and as you can hear, it sounds like a vacuum. And I am like clear across the studio. It's way over here. I mean, that's probably 15 feet, 20 feet away, and that's how loud it is through the blue Yeti X with mic. But anyways, it's working, it's calibrating, and I'm not going to do a print while we're doing this because that will never shut off if I do. So,
oh wow. Oh jeez.
Anyways, how you been? Wow. I apologize for not being here last show. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. That's on me.
That's how it is. I'm glad you came back.
Little man was
you and I had a big fight, and I'm just after so many nights of sleeping on the couch, I'm just glad you and I are in the same bed again.
That's exactly what happened. Hey, little man wasn't feeling good.
Keeper said she's a blowing. Wait, maybe that's unrelated.
Yes, that's definitely unrelated. He everybody's saying you did great. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep well during the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go. There you go. What if I go put my mouth around the hot end? Am I gonna breathe better? Is that a thing? Like you just
when you're sleeping at night, you just plug it from the hot end and plug it into your mouth. Yeah, fantastic.
Oh man, we're gonna lose a guest before we even get with him. He's like, I'm out of here. These guys. Yeah. No, we have a great show planned. We have an awesome guest in Austin Bradley. I'm super pumped to talk to him. And we'll talk about why in a little bit. Also, if you're looking for any of the links for the Hot Make stuff, there's always a link in the description below to a Google Doc. Episode 179, you'll find them there if you want to go check them out or go back any of them. We have we have super chats and everything. It's all in the description below, as you saw. I believe that was Andrew Rogers. Thank you so much, Andrew Rogers. And yeah, we're rocking and rolling. So anything new? I know I want to jump into bringing Austin in pretty soon.
Okay, so do you want to? Can we kind of? I mean,
yeah,
it's an important topic. I saw what you put down as on your like what you've been up to. It is an important topic, but I kind of want to breeze over it because it's still there's still a lot of dust in the air. You know.
You're talking about my vacation to Wyoming?
No, the other one.
I was gone for a few days, like 9 days or whatever. We went to Wyoming and back. Super fun. Had a lot of good time out there. Man, I wish this thing was shut off. I don't know what it's doing, but it's calibrating, and apparently it needs to calibrate with the vacuum cleaner on top of it.
Is that what CPAP?
Yeah,
calibrating your face at night.
Yeah.
Breathing passages.
Right. I know there's it's early stages, but in the notes, in the show notes for today, my WTF moment is something that we're probably all know about now. Is being
banned left and right on Reddit over this topic, apparently. So
oh really?
Yeah, have you not seen that?
No, I haven't.
That was where I heard about it. Somebody on the 3D printing subreddit, they didn't even necessarily say anything about Stratasys. They were just like, hey, is Thingiverse still a good platform to use? And then like 10 or 12 people commented, and then one of the mods from the 3D printing subreddit like locked the thing, and the dude was like, why? And then he made another post about Stratasys, and then was like temporarily banned from the subreddit. And then he went to one of the Bamboo Lab subreddits or Prusa, I can't remember which one, but one of the other subreddits, and posted a picture of it like, hey dudes, WTF, like I was just banned for just talking about something. And then his temporary ban was upgraded to a permanent ban, and the notes said, because you went on other subreddits to complain about us.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's like that has just blown up all over Reddit.
So listen.
If
you don't know what we're talking about Stratasys, who's filed a couple of, I think it's 2 patent infringement lawsuits against Bamboo Lab.
They filed 5.
Oh, I'm looking at a new article as of 3 hours ago.
Okay, well maybe some of them,
and maybe it's 5. Maybe the bottom line is
that's why I said I kind of wanted to gloss over.
The bottom line is they filed patent infringements against Bamboo Lab, and you know what? Here's the deal: you had your chance. You didn't go after anybody for how many flipping years?
I know.
And there's got to be 10 other people doing the same thing on their printers.
It's a lot of the stuff that they're filing the patents for is commonplace in 3D printing these days,
right?
And it has only only improved quality of life for everybody.
Yeah, they're definitely not going after the CPAP blower behind me that keeps going off and blowing up my eardrums. But real quick, like seriously, dudes, get over yourselves.
Have you seen this? Somebody, there's like a screenshot going around of like Stratasys like stock and how it's just plummeting like crazy over time. And I think there's probably something related between that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Anytime you have someone come in and disrupt the scene, like has happened since that company has come out,
a community that's very much started with, thrived with, and is still a huge proponent of open source and like as few patents as possible.
Right? I don't know. I just think
that's just the quickest way to piss people off.
Yeah, I mean, like heated 3D printing build platforms. Come on.
And see, I still don't
every freaking printer.
That are they? Is the patent over heated build platforms, or is it over the PEI coating, powder coating, or stickers on a heated build platform? Like everywhere I see this, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. This article, there's a bunch of articles, right? And one of them is on the heated 3D printing build platform. One of them is related to purge towers, and apparently they're regularly used when conducting multi-color 3D printing with Bamboo Labs automatic material system. This allows the printers to switch between colors and purge. Last I checked, every single one does that.
Right, but I'm assuming what they're doing by filing that patent all of a sudden, or by filing that starting that lawsuit or whatever, is saying, hey, you guys have been doing it for this long, but we came up with it, so screw you guys.
Yeah. And now it's just the one I'm reading. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to post this for your pleasure. If you want to read it, great. If you don't, who cares? I just hope
there's somebody who likes drama.
I just really think they need to be told, like, hey, you let this slide for this many years for all these other companies, and now you're doing it. Like, get out of here, right? I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I just think it's garbage, and I can guarantee you the community is never going to back Stratasys if they keep doing this crap.
That's just it. It's a lose-lose. They either they're basically just like showing themselves in front of everybody, showing what kind of people they are in front of everybody. And like, even if they win and okay, well, now you're the only people who can do purge towers and heated beds. Right. Guess what? Nobody's going to want to buy from you because you did it so terribly.
It's metal. It gets hot and plastic melts into thingies that may or may not look like a rocket ship shot glass holder. I think we should file patent against you. Andrew, that was for you, by the way. I just had to throw it out there. All right, I'm done with it. It doesn't. I just think it's so dumb, and maybe there's someone out there who doesn't think it's so dumb. If you think it's the right thing to do, let us know in the chat. I'm curious.
What I think we should do, and I need everybody who is currently watching the show.
Time we got.
To do me a favor and don't let this get out anywhere. What we're talking about right now is between you, me, and the people watching. Nobody. I want this to be totally like a surprise. What we need to do is we need to reach out to somebody from Stratasys and invite them on the show as a guest, and then reach out to somebody from Bamboo Lab and Prusa and invite them individually on it as a guest. But don't tell the other ones that we invited the other ones, and just pull everybody in at the same time and start a discussion without any of them knowing that the other ones are on the show.
A good old CNN bamboozling.
Yeah.
Like, here, we're going to have you on the show, but we didn't tell you about the 6 other guests that are going to be here.
Yep.
And I kind of,
like the current.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
I bet you none of them would stay on the show. They immediately just drop
probably mostly hang up.
Yeah. Because I'm sure with legal stuff, they can't even talk about it. Okay. But yeah.
All right. I think we've been holding Austin back.
Blind date. Yeah. Blind date. I'm not gonna lie, I've been glancing and I'm really appreciating the responses Austin is giving us in the background to some of these genius ideas to have everyone on and stuff. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. All right, go for it.
So hang on, I'm not understanding what the tacos and the burritos situation is. What's going on here? Why have we got tacos and burritos?
I mean, I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, promise some cookies. Hey, I got some Oreos. You guys, come on. We got some Oreos.
Yeah.
I got here today, and Tristan left the bag open yesterday. I'm really hoping they're not crunchy. He's 4. I get it, but he did come up to me before the live stream, and he's like, "Here, Daddy, have an Oreo before your live stream." And I was like, "Thank you." And then he came up to me 4 other times after that because he knows if he gives me one, he can have one. Like, really, he could just have one if he asked me. But I'm not going to say no to Oreos. I mean, being delivered to me. Come on.
David Wilson has a good point. If they've gone stale, just dip them in water. So they'll soften up again.
All right, let's bring Austin in because he's clearly got an opinion on water and Oreos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the human Pez dispenser himself, Austin Bradley. Welcome, sir.
What's up?
What's up?
So you can't see it right now, but
now.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I said, I can breathe now. I'm at a backstage.
Yeah. The tacos and the burritos were getting a little gamey back there. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know what was going on. I don't know what's up with that.
So welcome, man. This is my official first time meeting you. Caleb met you at Open Sauce.
Yes.
I'm super pumped. I've actually... Well, we'll talk about how I actually heard about you because I'm pretty sure like everybody in the world heard about you about the same way. For in my position, but Before we get too far, who are you? What do you do? And where can we find you? Just like right away, and then let's jump into it. Oh, am I frozen? Is he frozen?
No, I think he's frozen.
Oh no!
I thought he was messing with us. Very photogenic frame.
I thought he was messing with us. There, he's back.
Hey,
he's back.
We're back. All right, cool. I don't know what just happened.
That was awesome.
I don't know either.
It was Stratus.
He was fine before the show.
Stratus is mad at our streaming ability.
Yeah, that's exactly. They're trying to shut us down. They're hacking in.
Nice. I don't know if you heard me, but who are you? What do you do? And where can we find you? And then we'll jump right into everything.
So I'm Austin Bradley. I make a lot of weird stuff. I've got examples here behind me. I like making a lot of weird things from my childhood in interesting ways. But just about everything that I make, I design myself, and then I print it on my own printers. But you can find me at Austin Bradley on YouTube, and just about everywhere else, I'm Austin Bradley 3D.
Nice.
I want to ask too. It sounds like you got a little quieter from before we started too. So how does everybody? Can everybody hear him all right?
Yeah, can you hear me fine?
Liz is here, and I think she's probably drooling over the giant Pez dispenser. It's kind of her thing. There you go.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I love that, like,
I'll scoot it over.
When you stand up and walk away, it's like you're still sitting there.
Yeah.
This is right there.
Holy mother of mercy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's what. But wait. Is that one of the ones that opens?
Oh yeah. So they're all
I
storage containers.
I love this.
What?
And they're containers.
I can store my Star Wars Pez dispenser collection in here.
I love this.
Yeah. So I guess I probably can't say who it is, but there's another guy on YouTube that is wanting to work with me to turn this into like a filament spool holder type storage sort of thing, which I think would be really cool. Right.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get on that right away here. And oh wait, what?
That sounds like somebody who might be a very loyal person to be friends with.
I got what you said. I know
nothing. So
no,
probably wrong, but
so you said you like to make things from your childhood, and we see a lot of things back there.
Weird or creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of the elf on a shelf going on in the background here.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's pretty awesome.
It gives me the same feeling as like what was that movie with Megan with like the doll that was like a robot?
Oh yeah, yeah. Similar vibes. Like
I'm just waiting for that thing to blink.
You should definitely
make a second version. I'm definitely going to do that. 100%.
Yes.
But don't tell anybody you made the blinking version and just have it in the background of some videos.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you just see the eyes like.
Right. Well, see, like that's something that I did whenever I was doing the Furby related videos. Not very many people caught it, but in a couple of the videos, I'd be working at my desk and I'm like doing all these things, but like the Furby's around, like moving itself in the background, it's walking around doing stuff. And like some people comment, I'm like, hey, wait a second, he's got a knife. What is he doing?
A knife. Fantastic.
Right.
Well, and like I said, like that's actually the first time I had seen your work is when Evan and Caitlin, when you guys did the Nightmare Fuel Furby, right? And
yeah, right.
Fantastic video, by the way. I definitely enjoyed it. And then they linked back to you, and I was just like, I need to see who this dude is because this is freaking amazing. And then Caleb says that you talked at Open Sauce, and I was like, what? So that was pretty cool. But
of course, what we're going to talk about here in a second. Coco is the thing that just drew.
Yes.
Because Sam and I were doing some interviews with some of the other creators at the event, and as soon as we saw that, we were like, "Do you mind if we talk to you for a second? Because what in the world is this?"
Yeah.
Pass that up.
So before we get to that, like, what drove you? Like, how did you get started to do what you're doing? Like one day you woke up and you're like, I'm gonna make a giant elf on a shelf head. Like what makes you what made you like get there? How did you start? Where did you begin?
Well, so I would call it a pretty long process, honestly, because I originally got into 3D printing, or at least interested in it, when I was in high school, because my school just happened to have, I think, maybe a singular 3D printer. I think it was maybe like a MakerBot 3 or something like that. But I had designed something, and I didn't know anything about like CAD, like 3D modeling. Like I knew kind of some because I'm a techie type guy. I like doing graphic type stuff, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I didn't know how to design something to be like optimized for 3D printing, but I didn't know that at the time. So like I came in and I tried to print it and it didn't print. Like, oh crap, what happened? It must be something wrong with the printer. So I sat with the printer, like the chemistry teacher that like his room was across the hall. He would let me into the school every morning, like early, so I could go in there and I could just stare at it and just try to figure out what in the world was going on. I didn't figure out until years later that it was completely my own fault. I just designed it poorly, but I was trying to I was troubleshooting, figuring out all these things on the printer, and like through that, like I don't know, I learned a lot of things about 3D printing and like gained my own interest in it. So then I've got like an engineering mind, but I wanted to be able to like do more creative type stuff. So I went to college for sculpture, and that's where like I don't know, being in the art world, I feel like they like kind of push you into like figuring out like what your work is about and like what kind of things you like to make. And I don't know,
more of the concept behind it.
Yeah, right. And that's where I kind of like ended up settling in a like childhood type sort of things, because I don't know, I still like living in that world of childhood, but I always thought like, I don't know, like you see that a lot of my stuff is like large scale and like messing with it in weird ways. I don't know, I always thought gosh, I'm getting on so many different tangents, but
that's okay.
Like this scale, like your scale in relation to a particular object, like how it changes over time as you grow up, like from a child to an adult. Because I remember there was I think it was like a laundry basket or something that my grandma had that I used to like play in and do weird stuff with when I was really, really little. And then I remember years later, I was like, hey, do you still have that laundry basket? Because like I was playing with my little sister and I wanted to show it to her. And she's like, yeah, it's right here. I was like, that thing's tiny. What are you talking about? Like there's no way it's the same thing. But it's like, no, it was. Right. Just significantly older, much larger. And it's like, whoa.
Sarah just walked. Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah,
Sarah just came home from work. She walked in behind me and she walks over and she goes, oh, it's the Crocs guy. I love the Crocs.
It's the Crocs guy. Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, so we'll return from that tangent. So I first got interest in doing like, I don't know, 3D printed content online. I don't know how many people make the connection of me to this version of me, but I made some 3D printed project for PewDiePie, like a couple years back, like when he did like his like Reddit review type sort of stuff. I like almost on a weekly basis, I would make like large, weird, interesting 3D printed projects that were like themed for him. And like,
how did you meet him?
Okay, like, so so he mentioned like some type of like project or something like that. He was like, oh, it'd be really interesting if like someone could 3D print one of those. I'm like, that's me, I'm gonna do it. And like, so like I just like rushed over, immediately did it, and I posted on his Reddit, and he like reviewed it like the next week or whatever, and he was like, oh, whoa, this is super cool, like yada yada. And then I was like, okay, I want to ride this high, I want to keep going. So I did another thing immediately after that. He reviewed it the next week. He's like, oh, it's the same guy. And then like I became a like repeating character on the show for a while, and just like stepping up, and like people would recognize me for things. There was a little while that I was like a moderator for his YouTube channel just so he could see my messages in his live streams easier. It was a really surreal, cool time. That's past, but that I think kind of got me into this whole world of like, oh, I want to make things to be able to show to people like this.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's a cool story, and I bet you none of us knew that. Like, I mean, I would have not known because I'm not a huge Reddit person myself. I just,
as we established earlier at the beginning.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't have time to follow much of my socials in general. Like, let alone go digging. Right,
and
I
don't have time to respond to my text messages, folks.
New phone. Who dis? No, but no, that's a super cool. That's a super cool story. So you took that, kind of became this like weekly character, we'll call it, and then you're like, I love this. I'm gonna go do my own thing, and that's awesome. That is so cool. And then the giant Furby.
Yeah, right.
No,
a couple steps.
There's a bunch of steps in between there, right?
It's funny because I didn't even, so whether it was PewDiePie or Evan and Caitlin, like I didn't know I had no idea that you were associated with either of them. My thing was the Croc hat, and I feel like when you made that and you posted that, it was just all over the internet. And I didn't even make that connection when I met you at Open Sauce. I didn't see it on the table. I just saw Coco, and we started chatting.
Right, it's a
distraction. You pulled the Croc hat out. I was like, that seems familiar. And as soon as you put it on when we were filming that video, I was like, it's that guy.
Yeah, wow. that one, that's like my one video that's like stretched out further than most of my stuff. Because it's at like 16 million views on Instagram and a couple million views on TikTok. I don't remember.
It's your Death Star.
Yeah,
it's
right. Exactly.
It's not the first or last heroic thing you're going to do, but it's the thing that put you on the radar.
Right. Exactly. And the crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure I made that after I first made contact with Evan and Caitlin. So it was like before I even like was big, that they like were willing to work with me for that sort of thing. So it was kind of like, I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's some slight connectivity issues, so there's a little bit of lag every now and then.
Oh, yeah, I thought you guys
noticed a couple like
glitch.
I don't know if it's on my end or not. I don't. Maybe my wife's streaming something that she shouldn't be streaming.
Oh no, it's fine. I actually clicked on your YouTube link while we were
and drove to the top of a mountain and did the rest of the show from his car at the top of a mountain.
So, that is true. That is true. No, I went whoa because I clicked on a YouTube link that we have for you, and then immediately your intro video started playing, and then I was like, oh, I hope my audio is not.
No, you're not sharing your screen yet. And even when you do, I turn your audio off every time because I know you're going to do it. I know he's going to play something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It happens. No. I was like, Croc hat. I couldn't place it, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh yeah. Now I remember what the Croc hat was.
I'm gonna get it.
He's like, I'm doing it. It's right behind him on the wall.
Yeah, right. Might as well.
The Grouch.
Yeah,
that is so cool. I love it.
Fantastic.
Oh, freaking!
And I love that.
Yeah, so I made a bunch of custom gibbets and stuff.
I love Daft Punk. I love Mario, but I love the OG Lego Star Wars Yoda.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one. Right?
I love that. Absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Let me scoot down so you can see the whole thing. There we go.
Oh yeah. Just someone take a screenshot of that. Yeah. 3D printed. I love it. That's so good.
I keep this over here because I really appreciated it. I thought it was funny when we met you at Open Sauce and you revealed that the Pez candies were containers. You popped one of these out, and handed it to me.
Yeah,
you decided to make one right here. Croc hat Open Sauce character dude.
Yeah, it's the Open Sauce logo guy, but wearing my Croc hat.
Yes,
it's a little memento for people.
Fantastic. It was one of my favorite things. I still
that's great.
And,
that's awesome.
Some of the maker coins are, I think, the most things that I still have sitting around.
Oh yeah.
From open source.
So let's talk about
my stickers.
Yeah. Let's talk about Coco.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
So Coco.
I'll let you dive in because you saw it in person, Caleb.
Yeah. Well, and also I don't, unless I'm missing something, I'm probably missing something. I haven't seen a whole lot about Coco other than your open source video. Like it seems, have you done any build videos or kind of like process videos on Coco, or is that something you're working on?
So that's the thing. Coco was a collaboration with Evan and Caitlin.
Okay.
That we did. Well, the process started for it last December behind the scenes because I had to essentially do all of my side of the work, which was here. I can pull this up just for demonstration. I had designed all of this.
Oh no!
Essentially, this is all me, and this is actually pretty printed metal. I just got this printed from PCBWay, but this is the internals of a Furby.
When it has hair on it.
Oh yeah, I know. Absolutely. Here, let me get an actual Furby because it's even worse.
Oh.
So there's actual Furby.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh no.
Now let's see if we can pull this off.
I'm really glad the video froze just now.
I stuck it on there too.
Nope, it's going now.
Oh, we're doing this. Whoa!
Yeah, I actually like that. See,
why does it look like that?
You like that? What's wrong with you?
No. I like it more. Like in comparison. So
wait.
It's got some cool like gears and stuff. It kind of looks like robotic.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I wish I could take the shell off quickly because
the other one like that you showed a second ago that was like your sculpt it's so organic. Yeah. See the one. Okay, so the actual Furby,
organic. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's too fleshy. Yeah.
I need to just process. Time out.
Slimy, like something.
Wait a minute, Caleb. Do you have any 70s music?
70s.
Because I need him to. We just witnessed a Furby undressing live on our show, and like. That might have been one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. Furby's skin being peeled off from the top.
Even though it's not a hot or not, we'll go ahead and play the hot or not bumper because that's as close as we can get. Here we go. Fantastic.
Okay. Oh. We just witnessed either Furby undressing or his skin being peeled off. I'm not sure which one it was. But that was amazing.
Are they wearing a coat or is that their
sexier?
skin?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
What you're all about.
No.
I mean, now I want to get a Furby and give it like a French poodle cut. Just because I know
Yeah. There you go.
What?
The French poodle cut.
Yeah.
You know, like leave the like head like hair around the crown, like
shave down a bunch of
areas. Yeah.
Now, how are you gonna cut its hair so it has a little? The whole thing is a puff.
Well, you could shave it down.
You could probably like trim it down. It probably look really janky, but I mean,
it would look crazy. It would look like a Furby with rabies.
Okay. Honestly, with as large as the
for Furbies, that is instead of hair, it's like actual like. It looks like a ball sack where it's all like wrinkly and it's got little scraggly hairs on it. And it's got like a sheen to it.
Only Furbies. Tech Jeeper says I'm both aroused and horrified.
It's because I'm on the show. I get that.
Oh my god! So we can continue with this story. I can't believe you just grabbed the top of a Furby's head and stripped the skin straight off it.
Furby with
I love it.
Curly hair.
Yeah.
And glasses at some point with a gym haircut.
Yeah, a mini Jim Furby.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
A Jerby, if you will.
Yeah. I got okay. So you started with Evan and Caitlin like in December last year. You came up with the very disturbing 3D print that you now have metal cast in your space.
Yes,
and
this is the only version that I have like in my house because the final version of Coco lives with Evan and Caitlin. When I went to Open Sauce, I had to drive to their house, pick him up, and then take it the rest of the way.
So you said that was metal?
Yeah, this one's metal. I just did it for fun.
He had PCB way printed. He said,
I had PCB way do it. Yeah, just because I hadn't done anything in 3D printed metal yet.
There's so much more. Like, there's so much. This keeps getting deeper. Why does it have a hole on the bottom? Do I even want to know?
Well, that's for printing purposes.
Well,
you don't want a solid. You know,
thought about that hole.
You don't want a solid chunk of metal. That's for printing purposes, Caleb.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
printing purposes.
Is it so it's printed in metal?
It's printed in metal. Yeah, it's a fairly new process. I don't know. Maybe you haven't heard of it. You're behind times. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay. I want to talk to the person for PCB who fulfilled that order. Yeah, that's so cool. Please don't put skin on that.
So that's the only one that exists in metal, at least.
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
still have the files? Like, have you released those anywhere?
Yeah. So whenever I make any of my projects, I put the files up on my Patreon for my Patreon supporters that they can just do whatever they want with. So for $15 a month, you can have all of my stuff that I've got up there right now.
If someone theoretically, just hypothetically speaking, if someone wanted to print, I don't know, 500 of those, they could if they were on your Patreon.
They could do whatever they want if they're on my Patreon.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're in the background. Like,
yeah, no, she's like, no.
So if I wanted to print, like, I don't know, an Orange Storm Giga-sized version of that.
No.
Man,
the hole might be big enough for my head to go.
I've thought about that. Like, if I had an orange,
so the mouth
closes,
and you use it as like no, put that behind your bamboo and like make it so that the mouth opens and the bamboo like poops, like the bamboo poop goes.
Oh my gosh! All right,
2 X1 carbons, 1 Furby.
If Bamboo actually sends me a printer, that's what I'll do. I'll turn it into a Furby that just vomits out the
yes. So you started with that. You started with the mold or the model, we'll call it, for the Evan and Caitlin video. What was the next steps after that?
Oh gosh. Okay, so
we're so far off the track.
Sorry, or like just in general.
What was that?
So like as far as like the Coco video goes, or just like in general, like as
the
whole
like 12 questions deep at this point. And you asked me before we started. You were like, "Is there anything I need to prepare for?" And I'm like,
"No, nah."
What I told you was, no, we like to keep it conversational. There's no interview process. What the real answer is that we're never going to stay on track. So there's no sense in preparing.
Yes. True. So let's start like you. So with the Coco video, your part in it was to model that, and then I mean, like, yeah, that, and then what did you do from there? Like, what was next?
Okay, so I had to, because it was difficult to do because the robot that it was being built for, I didn't actually have access to. So he had to send me scans that I could like try to make sure it form fit properly and sat on it securely. So once we knew that was going to work and it was going to fit, I had to package everything up, ship it over to them, and like just hope that things fit as they should. And that's basically where my video cuts out. Like it's from like just making the internals of the actual Furby and then shipping it over to them. They're the ones that create the final product and like put the fur on it and all that jazz. I made the endoskeleton that actually talks and all the things inside. So
that's a majority of what makes it. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's a majority of what makes it creepy. So
I actually had to make an AI that like train an AI based on the original Furby's voice, so that I can get it to say a lot of the things.
That's awesome.
So like the Coco like that they've got it can say, like I've got like a whole like thing for them where like it can say like a whole bunch of just original Furby lines that are like that it actually says, but then I've got like a whole like soundboard of things that they can pop in that are like using its voice, but like saying very creepy English words.
This isn't like a Michael Reeves Trigger Me Elmo situation, is it?
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, and the eyes turn red, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even like mention that the eyes turn red in my video because I just wanted to like sort of like just leave that little surprise for them. Like, hey, by the way, if you just do this, then something could happen. I don't know.
See, the truth is that he never intended for the eyes to be red. He didn't program it. He didn't put red LEDs in there.
Get out of here.
Ended up that way.
You know, I saw something once recently.
They were blue before the AI took over.
Yeah. I saw something recently actually that pertains to that. It said if the creators of robots didn't want them to be evil, why would they put LEDs in the eyes?
I saw that
are red or whatever, red LEDs in the eye, right? And I'm like, I mean,
not all robots have red LED eyes.
No, but when they turn evil, they all go red, right?
They turn evil.
So they wouldn't have that built in. It would just be a blue diode if it was just a blue diode.
Why they had to have eyes?
Yeah,
could be like a
because they got to see you before they kill you. Duh. No. I don't know, man. I love it. I don't know if anyone has not watched the Evan and Caitlin Coco video. You need to. You did an awesome part of that thing. You were like, a majority part of getting it to do what it does. And then they had a creepy part of skinning it. Oh, what was that? Oh, what did I say?
You said they had they skinned it. I don't think they skinning it is like removing.
They did the majority.
They like skinified it. They like skinnerated it.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Yeah. Why is red considered evil? That's a good point too. That's a good point. But great video. But now we need to talk about like why the Pez. I mean, and for what took you from mini Pez to giant Pez? Now I need to know this.
Yeah, right. Well, so it started out here. Okay, I've got another thing I gotta grab.
But the best part is he walks back and it's almost as tall as him.
Exactly, right?
Is that the Stormtrooper helmet Lego set back there?
Yeah,
I appreciate this. We both have Lego sets in our background.
Darth Vader is right here, but you can't see him that well.
I see his nose.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Right. So yeah, I've got this guy, which is a normal size Pez dispenser that I made in college.
Okay.
I wish I had some way of. I don't think I can, but I made like a little like animation sort of thing for him. But it's a custom Pez head that I made from a 3D scan of my head, and I don't know why. Like I was like interested in doing Pez type things. I mean, like my grandma like kind of collected Pez dispensers a little bit. I don't know, maybe she didn't, but I just like associate Pez dispensers with her. So like I just always thought it'd be cool to have a Pez dispenser of myself. Like same thing for like a bobblehead of myself. Because like you see all these people, it's like I want to be that. I want to be one of those. So I fulfilled a childhood dream. And then of course, but just in the spirit of making all the giant type things like I'm having trouble pointing. The giant elf on the shelf and like all these stuff. I was like, well, and like next thing I gotta like scale up the Pez dispenser. And I don't know, like the only excuse that I have is just that it's like, oh, well, since it's big, then I can store things in it, like in the Pez little container. Right. So like I've got an excuse.
Yeah.
That's all I got, right? I mean,
is it full of those or is it just like a one?
So there's 3.
Oh, there's 3
in it currently, and I can actually there's a whole story about that, but yes. Like,
it's actually built like
come up. Wow. Like you could see the 3 in there. Yes, it is a fully functional Pez dispenser.
Wow.
The only thing that does not function well is the spring because I can't just 3D print a metal spring. Well, maybe I could with PCB weight, but it was I don't know. That was a difficult thing to figure out, at least in like the time period that I wanted to upload. So it's actually just got just a bent piece of metal that like as it goes down, it bends it and that applies pressure. So it's not a full spring. So it actually, because of the way that it is, it can't like bend all the way down. Mm-hmm. So I can only push down as many pieces.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm getting into like how Pez dispensers work. That's not part of this thing. But...
Hey, we're all learning here. We're all learning.
Yeah, I know. End of the story. I can only fit 3, maybe 4 at the moment, but it does like I can take one out and it'll reload itself. Like it does all the things. I have a minimum or maximum number I can do it.
Nice.
It's too cool and a feat in and of itself. I don't think anybody's going, yeah, but it doesn't have as many Pez as a normal one though. I don't think anybody's doing that.
It's cool, but I mean, can it fit 6 Pez?
No,
I don't know. I'm out.
3? I'm not interested anymore.
I'm kind of on the it's cool, but what about an edible Pez?
A giant one. So I was just thinking about that. I'm wondering who, I bet it wouldn't be that difficult. You know, just crush up a bunch of Pez and then pressurize them into a mold.
Because I've essentially made the mold or whatever for like a Pez. Right.
Fantastic.
I could get it like made in like metal or like some type of material that I could like form press it. Someone even said I could maybe even if I made it in silicone or something like that, I could make like almost like a gummy type one. Like I can melt down some other type of candy. So it's like it's not Pez, but it could be an edible thing that goes in and out of there.
Or if you made something that was like one of those kind of like hybrid things, you know, where it has a I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't think of an example. But there's some candies that are kind of like they still have that powdery kind of chalky thing, but they're also kind of chewy, you know, like Spree or something.
What?
Never mind.
You're losing us. You're losing us, man.
Never mind.
Wrong audience.
You know, it's chalky, but chewy. But you never had a Spree?
Never had a Spree?
Maybe I have, and maybe I just I haven't had enough of them.
Wait a minute, Jim. You know what a Spree is?
Yeah.
Well, then why'd you make me look so stupid?
I grew up because you wouldn't make a Spree. Yes.
He's on my side. Like he's
similar texture and like build. You know.
Yeah. I go with gummy. Actually, to be honest, I kind of like the idea of filling the creepy metal Furby with gummy solution and then like getting it out to have gummy Furbies.
Okay, you know what? Hang on.
That's what the hole is for.
If we're gonna do this, we need to go all the way. Don't no half measures, right? So do you remember those like it wasn't an easy bake oven. It was like a thing where you made like gummy bugs and stuff. Like one of those kind of remember those?
Mm-hmm.
We need to make one that's like the size of an actual like oven appliance that makes gummy bugs.
Yes.
I mean, like even just making an easy bake oven that is the size of an actual oven. At what point does it stop being an easy bake oven and it's just an actual oven?
When it stops using a light bulb to
is like it is an easy bake oven and it cooks the same way and like you use similar ingredients and instead of it being like a pie that comes out, it's just a big puck of like candy basically.
Well, but it stops being an easy bake oven when you stop using a light bulb to cook your food.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, like it's got a little light bulb. If you scale everything up, then you're scaling the light bulb up too, and you got like a light bulb. That's almost like a heating element.
Yeah.
At that point,
it's like it's like a halogen bulb, like this big.
Big one.
It's the size of a pie. You know.
When you take the heating element out of an oven and you just put it in glass casing, it's a light bulb.
That's true. That's true. Hey, good point. That's a great point. Like the ceramic coil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a light bulb.
We need an enormous light bulb now. There you go. Brian Vine says it's a microwave.
Microwave.
Yeah. My LED bulb can't cook anything.
Well, the problem is they're not red. The red LEDs.
Oh, there you go. The red LEDs. Right. Yeah, it's red because it's hot.
But be careful. Be careful. It turns evil then.
The evil easy bake oven.
I don't mean like cooking food. I mean like you're cooked. Like you're dead. You're done.
There you go. You're done.
Yeah. Someone should invent a device you can put food in to heat it up. Oh man.
Dude, I think we just invented a microwave.
A microwave.
Oh man, I love it. If you guys have questions too, let us know. We'll star them. We'll get to them.
Mhm.
But like some of the stuff that you work on is just
There we go.
phenomenal, and I really can't wait for the Furby who like gives you the like the side eye and then looks away.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
been really excited about Alien Romulus coming out. So I've been binge watching all the Alien movies, kind of like leading up to it. So we need a Furby where its mouth opens and another little Furby comes out of its mouth.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. See, like, when I first tackle a project, I'm a bit of a purist, and I like to make the exact object just like scaled up or like whatever, that sort of thing.
Like totally.
But if I revisit something, I absolutely want to like mess with things in some way like that. That'd be so crazy.
Brian
I can do that.
Furbalian.
Furbalian. Oh geez. Oh man. I am currently marketplace searching Furby because
for a Furby now?
I need to deskin a Furby like he did.
Yeah.
You don't
like it's one thing to take the skin off, and like I'll just leave it up to you. Once you take this shell off, it's a whole other world. Like I made very many comparisons to like Five Nights at Freddy's type sort of thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like the endoskeleton, it looks terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Great. I think
the list of things that I was not expecting to hear when I woke up this morning is a sentence starting with, once you take the skin off.
It'll never be the same.
Yeah.
You knew you were doing a live stream with me. How did you not know we were going to talk about that?
I don't know.
Right?
I mean, like
in the post, even I like in the post for the episode too. I was like, if you were a loved one have gotten to meet Coco, you might be eligible for financial compensation.
Karen says replicate before you innovate, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
There
so we just
exactly
need
right.
50
exactly
of
right.
50 Cocos.
We just took Jim down a dark. Dude, I am down a dark path, and I gotta say, Furbies are not cheap. I mean, there's some of them.
They're like collector's items.
It's probably Austin. Yeah. Austin's probably the driving the price of them up because they're more popular.
Now. Oh, we gotta get them all.
Everybody's gotta get one.
Yeah,
there's some Furbies that are like.
Robot dogs were always expensive. So,
which can I see your Furby? I want to see which one you have.
Yeah.
Black. Now that I'm like, I'm down this path. I'm gone.
What is happening right now?
It's an original 1998.
Skin back on the Furby.
Let's get his skin back on. There we go.
Keeper's right. 50 Cocos would be a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. Hey, there was a Black Mirror episode with a Furby-like creature. With Miley Cyrus in it.
No, that wasn't the one with the robot dog. Didn't have Miley Cyrus in it.
No, I thought the one with the Furby thing did.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's okay. I see what it looks like now.
Electronics, man. I just immediately went back in time when I saw that.
It's
logo.
old.
Holy crud!
So quit talking about the price and tell us what it is. What, like, how expensive are these things?
Well, this person want, okay, hang on. This is crazy.
Don't do a screen share because somebody in the chat's gonna buy it immediately, and then you can't get it.
Well, look at this. This is in Milwaukee. They want $250. Is that the one you have?
No, you're buying the wrong one.
No, I wouldn't buy this. But is that the one you have?
Looks like the age.
Hold on. What color is the eyes? Because like people are super particular about these sorts of
Hopefully
things.
not red.
Oh, I don't know. Here's my options. This
Oh,
one's
no.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like. Okay, yeah,
Why does
there's a
that one
bunch
have
of
a
like
tail?
collector type ones.
yeah. Can you imagine if I bought this
Some of these
special edition, limited, unopened Furby and then ripped the skin off and people would have
get up and like modded it, do all these things. Yeah, no.
I'll work with you.
Like
We'll
$20.
get the soundboard in there.
Yeah, not worth.
Yeah. Two Furbies.
How realistic the eyes look, and that they always look tired.
Yeah. What kills me is I had a Furby. Like we had them in my household. I wish I would have kept it.
I had one until it didn't turn off.
There we go.
It would go off in the middle of the night.
My mom wouldn't let us have them.
There's green.
Understandably. Your mom didn't hate you, apparently.
Yeah, that's the same one that I. Oh wait, no, it's got a white belly, so it's
Yeah,
it's
that one's a
different.
tuxedo.
Very close. Very close.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe mine in particular is a rare one, and the guy that I bought it from didn't know. I don't know. I mean, mine
Nope.
seems normal to me.
I mean, there's a lot of Furbies here. Here we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's basically the same one that I have. And what's that, like $50?
$50 in Illinois, but
yeah,
In stock.
I think
Tripod. I don't know if Tripod's watching. I don't know if Tripod's watching, but I'm going to need you to go pick this up for me. All right, I'm done. But like, I have this thing now. I need to be able to like grab the furry mohawk and like pull off the skin of a Furby.
I need. Hang on. Tech Jeeper says my brother poured soda on mine and it started talking really slow. It disappeared after that. I need clarification. Did you throw it away or did it disappear?
Yeah, like there have been a couple times that mine has like just magically disappeared. I like could not figure out where it went.
Oh.
No, I hate that.
I advise there's more than one way to reskin a Furby. Also, is it new or a re-Furby?
Oh.
These are made from the souls of children. I think we've officially like hit this Furby talk, but like
I think we've beat this Furby to death.
So is there any now that we're jumping off this train for a minute, is there anything that you're working on that you can talk about or you want to talk about? We don't want to like give anything away if you're not ready for that, but you know.
Yeah, so there is a project that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Very badly. But I realized this morning that I might not be able to. So basically the deal is I probably can because odds are it's probably fine. But essentially I am wanting to like surprise some of my friends with this, so like and get their reaction to it like as part of the video. And I don't want like I'm keeping it a secret from them so far.
Oh, got it.
I you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't see them in the chat or anything. I feel like they would have said something by now if they were actually here. I see how my friends are. They don't join me for my live stream. I know how it is.
I feel like he's gonna regret this.
Yeah, like oh man, I'm so excited and terrified.
To cross.
I wanted to talk about this so bad.
What do you call that?
Let's do it. He wants to talk about it. It's Chuck. It's Chirby. It's Chucky Furby.
Yeah.
Here, you know what? We'll do this.
Okay.
I'll hold up a singular piece, and we'll play a game of seeing how long it takes people to guess what it is.
For Bucky,
or at least what it belongs to.
What it belongs to? Okay.
Yeah.
The item that you were about to show us, we have to try to guess what it belongs to.
Yes. Yeah. We'll turn this into a game.
Chucky.
All right.
It looks like it came out of a shoebox.
So this is my making of it now. So this is not from the original.
That looks like a giant controller button, like a GameCube controller or like a Nintendo controller.
Okay. Huh. You're on the right path.
Okay.
It's crystal clear because I also have ones. I also have another.
Apparently not because we don't know what it's from. Oh yeah, that looks like one of the bumpers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Giant controller.
Okay.
Is that a B on that?
You got a B there. Here, hon, it's upside down.
Okay, so this is
a B there. How many pieces do I have to pull out before you figure it out?
What controller has a clear button?
Is it
Well, okay.
Is it super?
It's got the letter or whatever printed on this
on the back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, kind of like the Xbox controllers where it's like the button itself is clear, but the letter is
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it super? We'll call it.
Yeah. Okay. I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So then,
what if this is like a giant version of one of those plug and play things? Like he just picks up this giant yellow box with like a big like SpongeBob's nose as a joystick.
Yep.
Fantastic. Is that what it is? Oh no!
That's a Wii.
Are you gonna have to like run around with this thing?
Yes.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I've currently got pieces of it printing at the moment, but
Yes.
He's out of order.
Oh, your friend just says I see. No, I'm just joking.
Right idea.
Yes.
That will be the full size of it. It's thin right now because this is just the top plate. But
is the wrist strap going to be like a belt, basically? Like,
yes.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's that. The plan is for it to be fully functional. So, like all of these buttons are going to be rewired to an original Wii Remote circuit board. And
like in the
ideally,
thing,
you'll still
like
be able to
have
point
a
at the
tiny
screen
circuit
and
board
move
on the
around.
inside of that thing.
What's that? Say it again.
Yeah, so like it's going to be in there though. You're going to have a tiny like regular size circuit board inside that thing.
Yes, because I wanted to like recreate the circuit board, but then I opened one up and I was like, no, let's not do that. I can just
entire Wii in there.
There's no point in doing that.
Part of the controller at that point, like.
Yeah, because like I'm not going to recreate that.
Yeah.
Like that sounds like a bad idea. So yeah, I'm basically splicing into this one to like replace the buttons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like ideally it'll all still work. Like I'll be able to point it at the screen. I can press the buttons. I can I want to be able to play like Wii Sports with it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Can you imagine playing like tennis, just like running
like
across
tennis
your living room,
like golf, and you're just like
or bowling. Yeah,
bowling, exactly
Hopefully
right.
You're not making like the attachments for it too, because like that just make it massive. Like a big, you're sitting there with the steering wheel.
Yes.
I am setting myself up for success there because I've designed the little port in the back, like where you would plug in the nunchucks and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm designing it in a way to where like it holds a little extension for the actual like nunchuck plug or whatever. Okay. So I'm not going to make a big nunchuck right now. So I'll just I can plug in a small one. But like I'm setting myself up so someone could comment like, "Oh, hey, you should make a nunchuck." With great idea! I definitely wasn't thinking of that already. Let's go make one.
You're gonna get ahead of the curve.
Oh man, you know it would be hilarious if you make one. Hilarious to me if you make one that looks like that, and it has the actual real Wiimote inside, and the buttons are mechanical buttons that push.
When you
the original like
complex nightmare like levers.
It's kind of like the alien in Men in Black that's like inside the guy running it would be hilarious. Like it's just a super intricate thing, and then you like pull it off, and there's just a Wii remote with
I need to recharge the batteries, and you open the back and pull a normal remote out and plug it in.
That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, right.
That would be hilarious. But no, I love it. This is going to be awesome.
Oh no, I'm super excited about it. Like
it's going to be really awesome.
It's presented a lot of really weird challenges for like scaling these buttons up. Because I've had to figure out like how things will work. Like I don't know at this scale. Because I mean, like one of the bigger issues that I ran into is like so when you've got the D-pad, right?
Yeah.
It's all like hinging off of this point, right? Or, like it's off here, right? So then I was thinking, you just press here and then like that presses the button down there, but that's not actually how it works. If you see like when it's actually in here, whenever you press down on something, it is not hinging from the middle, it is hinging from the side. So that means based on what button you press, it is hinging from a different point. So I had to design like a way for it to be able to hinge from a different point based on which side it's being pressed from, which works at small scale when you've got like little silicone like button pieces and stuff. But it's hard to replicate at this size. So I've had to like invent like some ways to get around doing some of these things. I'm just grabbing a couple things so I can at least demonstrate one other thing.
Tech Jeeper wants you to make a
for you guys.
Giant Guitar Hero guitar.
Hey, there you go. I like this guy.
Like you're playing DDR.
So, So a giant Guitar Hero guitar. That's awesome.
Light on. So I can actually I'll be able to turn all of the player lights on as well.
So this implies you're going to have 4 of these.
No, see, that's a funny joke. I'm going to give all my friends regular size ones, and then I come out with this one.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
And I mean, you're putting an actual controller board in it, so like technically it will be player one, right?
Technically, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the goal is to be able to like splice that as well, and then like let me make myself player one real quick, and then whatever.
That's so good. What? Let me think about this. Someone said the Guitar Hero guitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would that just be a normal size guitar?
Well, if the Wii remote is 3 feet long, so yeah, the original Guitar Hero guitar is the size of a regular guitar.
Yeah.
It's got a little Wii remote slot like down in there.
Yeah.
But if you scale, because this is a 3 foot Wii remote, so you're going to scale it up by about 6.5 times the size. So it's going to be 6.5 times the size of a regular guitar. So that's going to be pretty massive.
Got it.
That's going to be like,
strum. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you saw at Open Source there was that giant keyboard that people were playing games on.
Right? Yeah.
They had like a tiny monitor, but like a keyboard where like you had to have your friends push. You had to coordinate with your friends to push the keys because you can't reach them all. Like a giant. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Guitar Hero ends up turning into a 2-player game because you have to have one person.
Yeah, you got to have somebody standing there like kicking the flipper. Yeah.
There you go. That's fun. I did that.
Here. Hey, dude, hold the neck of this. Like,
all right, I'll be the flipper kicker.
I made when I was younger.
I never get to be the flipper kicker.
When I was younger, I used to make potato guns. If you ever played with any of those, basically a PVC bomb. But we used to make them, and I used to get the clickers from like an electric grill, and I would wire a clicker up as my igniter, right, down to 2 screws that were close inside, and we'd screw the back off of a big chamber, spray your hairspray in there, screw it back on. We made a 12-foot one once, and it took 2 of us, one of us to hold the bottom and one of us to hold the front because it was so big, and it sounded absolutely amazing when it fired. Nothing like I ever thought it would sound like. Instead of like the that you normally get, it was like, phew! It was so funny. It was so funny. And so I actually sawed it down to 9 feet because 12 feet was just too long to handle by yourself. But that Guitar Hero thing made me think back to that moment in time where like 2 of us were trying to shoot a potato out of a 12-foot potato gun. A potato cannon. Yeah. The funner ones were shorter, but the 9-foot one was awesome.
So kind of similar story. If we're talking about failed launches, when I used to work at CME before they were doing 3D printers, they were doing airsoft stuff and accessory or paintball stuff. And one of the products that they had that we still had a couple of them sitting around the shop were air compressor powered like bazookas that had, instead of a normal paintball, it had like a rocket shaped thing that you put the paintball paint into, and it was just a giant paintball thing, right? So we thought it'd be fun one time to start shoving things in there and hooking it up to the air compressor and see what we could shoot. So we shoved some shop rags in there, and what they did was they came out the end and they just expanded and caught air and just flopped down on the ground. So we're like, okay, well, we want these to go further, so maybe we can like wrap something in the shop rag, right? So we grabbed a bunch of rocks off the ground and wrapped them in the shop rag, and then shoved that in there. And what happened when we launched it was the rag still caught the air and stopped, but the rocks kept going. We essentially made a giant shotgun of rocks.
No.
Who could have seen that coming? The boss's car, or no?
No, that's just it. We were glad that we pointed it away from the cars.
Yeah.
Because we were just thinking it was going to be like a big clump, of like a shop rag with like some rocks in it. No, it just expanded and it was just a big shotgun.
Still caught, right?
You never shot a musket gun before, have you?
Yeah, basically.
You didn't know what he's doing.
What a blunderbuss. That's what you made, a giant blunderbuss, like. But
we're out there with a full size broomstick, like packing it in.
Oh man, we went.
This is good.
Yeah. Oh boy, John. So no, I love it. So you're working on that. That's going to be a sweet thing.
What's your, his Oreos off with fire?
Yeah. What's your timeline like? Usually on a project like that.
Most of my projects take at least like a month or so to make. I mean, like, because it's just the length of time that it takes to like 3D model everything and then print everything on the, like, I've got one printer that's like a big printer, then I've got a bunch of Ender 3s that I like just do the best that I can with. So it takes a long time just to produce everything. So I'm at like roughly a month at the moment.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping that I can finish because I'm roughly almost halfway through printing the pieces for this Wii remote, I think. And then I just have to like wire up all the internals.
What's
that say again?
I said, you mean the super secret project that nobody ever has?
Yeah, the super secret project. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Right?
If you have not subscribed to any of Austin Bradley's stuff, do it now because I can't wait to see the video that comes out.
Links
on this thing.
Yeah, right.
All of his stuff are in the description.
Are you what part of the country are you in? Do you live in?
So I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, you're in Tennessee.
Okay. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
What? Do you mind if I ask? You don't have to give me a specific, but like, are you on the west side, east side?
East side.
East side. Okay, because I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. So if you said west side, I was about to be like, oh, you're like 2 hours away from me, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done the whole live stream in person. I could have been there with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been a long drive, probably, right, from the east side of Tennessee. But still,
Dude, I did 40 hours to get to Open Sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
you
was.
drove?
Because I had to pick up Coco.
Oh,
that was the
that's right.
thing. That was the whole thing.
That's right.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would have like tried to like ship some of my stuff and then fly over there like a normal person. But like me, Evan, Kate, like we just decided like we don't want this to go on an airplane. Like we don't want this to be shipped.
Yeah.
Just afraid of
Can you
break in
imagine
and
that?
stuff. So
Like, them scanning that and going, what is what?
yeah, I know. Like we would arrive and it's not going to show up because either like TSA found it or like something like that, or it escaped the box and it is now like taking down a plane. And
can you imagine
another historical moment?
The TSA agent who scans that luggage as it goes by, and it's like a side profile. It's like, what the like you didn't, yeah.
What the Furb?
He's telling me that since you had to drive it at some point, it sat in like the passenger seat just to mess with people on the highway. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
Tim
He was sitting in the trunk, like looking out the back window. Actually,
yes.
C-3PO. He puts his C-3PO in his passenger seat when he's driving.
What'd you say about C-3PO?
Huh?
He said, "What did you say about C-3PO?" He didn't hear you say Tim Sullivan part.
Oh yeah, Tim O'Sullivan. He's got a bunch of droids and costumes and stuff like that. But he started with like 3D printing a C-3PO costume, and when he went places with it, he would strap it in with a seatbelt and everything in the passenger seat.
Oh, that's
Samuel L. Jackson,
like,
Furbies on
McDonald's, and be like, "Oh, let me get some nuggets for my bud over here."
Yeah.
Hey,
do you guys have any pup cups? Yeah.
Yes, for the Wookiee in the back.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson Furbies on a plane. I would love like buy a second seat just for Coco and then fly with it. That would be so good.
This is my dog. This is my service dog.
Yeah. This is my emotional support animal.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
There you go.
So I was asking where you were because I was thinking like I have a Orange Storm Giga, and we could like I could make some big pieces for you.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna have
that one.
I think I'm gonna trick it out. So if you saw Joe telling he had his like redone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my video on this one, and then the guy who did Joel's actually lives like an hour north of me.
Oh,
so
nice.
he's gonna come down and we're just gonna like blow it up. The only difference is
you need to make sure yours has like spinners and like
the
front of it like.
Well, the difference is Joel, they used a brand new board in Joel's, And I believe they cracked the board on this on the original, so we don't have to repin everything. It should be just drop a new version of the firmware on this board, and we should be able to do it. So that's going to be a cool thing. I got to hit him up. I told him after all the craziness is done with the summer vacations and stuff, we would talk. But I'm super pumped for that because, I'm not going to lie though. I have some stuff I was testing with 3D Print Bunny. And
you mean that thing you showed me like 4 months ago?
Yeah, like this is
that thing piece you showed me 4 months ago.
That's stringing.
Yeah,
no way.
Or bridging.
Yeah, that's just
it's
bridge.
essentially
That's
bridging.
impressive. That's really impressive.
I actually broke this one recently, showing it to somebody.
Oh, come on.
But this one printed, and it had this string across the top here. The bottom string portion of this is 800 millimeters. Wow. That it's strung all the way across, which is pretty dang impressive.
Really though.
But
I can barely get a few inches.
It's like a spider with a web.
That's what she said. But the thing is, it's so temperamental that it really needs some of the stuff that he's doing. So while it does that, I'll start another print and it'll totally bomb it, and it's nothing even close to as hard as this. So it's interesting how that thing works, but it's going to work even better soon. And then I'll be like, here's 10 kilograms for a giant Wii remote in one piece or something. But nice. What else we got? I know what time we got. Jesus, 7:20. So we've been talking for an hour. Do you want to? Should we hit up some hot mix, Caleb?
Let's do it. Yeah. Do you
want to stick around and check out some cool
stuff that other people have made?
I'm all for it. I don't have anything else going on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Hot makes it is.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Well, I watched you like barely. I feel like every time you're like, let's jump into hot mix, and I play the bumper and I look down at your screen share and you're like, you don't have it up.
Yeah, no, I was like, I guess I should pull that up. First thing, we got Chris Riley tagged this. Thank you so much, Chris. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. This actually came from printables.com. I'm going to jump right to their thing and I'm going to just do this for you. This is friggin' cool. It's a Gridfinity bolt sorter.
I saw this.
Yeah,
I did too. It's pretty awesome,
dude. Yes, and it's so satisfying because you actually roll them down.
It reminds me of like a coin sorter,
Yeah, exactly.
Coin sorter, exactly. Yeah.
Huh.
The only thing cooler is if it's spiraled.
I guess you'd have to make one. You'd have to make a different one for each, like
screw head.
Each, like screw head size.
Oh, yeah, right.
If it's an M3 or an M4 or an M2 or whatever,
right?
But that's cool.
It's only going off length, but still, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
At least being able to organize it to that degree takes a lot out.
Yes, and we all know that like when you get those plastic clamshell things, they're not the best, and inevitably they tip over, even if they're closed and they all mix up. Then you're like digging out the little ones from the big ones.
Yep.
And like,
or you're working on a project and you don't know what size you need, so you pull the 8mm out, and you're like, no, I need a 10mm, and then you're like, no, I need the 8mm. Wait a minute, which one did I put that in?
Yep. Yeah.
Did I just put it back in the 10mm, or did I just put
it on the ramp and let it go? I love it. Nice work, whoever designed that. Nice work. What else? Heather Foster, awesome model from Flexi Factory. It used Polymaker Champagne Gold from the Christmas collection, along with King Room Blue Silk.
It's so pretty,
and it's printed
on that color combination. Sarah just left to go to the store. But this is my favorite color is light blue, and her favorite color is like a dark yellow. So this is like perfect.
Is she going to get the chicken?
No. She went to go get stuff for chicken dogs.
I was gonna ask if she left to go get milk, and like she's just never coming back.
You went to the corner store for milk. She went to the hardware store to get a gallon of milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. This thing kind of looks pretty creepy too. Just the face on it.
Maybe it doesn't have red eyes.
It kind of looks like it wants to eat you.
No.
It looks all cute from
if
this.
It doesn't
That's why
have
it's
red eyes. It just wants a hug. Right?
The
If it
color
doesn't have red eyes, that means it's fine.
Yeah.
You can
That's what my
trust
parents
anyone
told me
who
when I was
doesn't
a
have red
kid,
eyes.
is like stranger danger, but only if they have red eyes. If they don't have red eyes, then get in any van you want to.
There you go. Right? They don't teach that in school these days. Like, just do the red eye check, and that's all you got to do.
I saw
Yeah.
I saw like a meme recently that said like how you know inflation is high or something like that, and it was like the side of a creeper van that said like free candy, and then free was crossed out and it said candy $2.99.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fantastic.
That was I thought that was pretty funny. All right, let's see here. Hugh Forge, gotta love Hugh Forge.
Love a good Hugh Forge.
Have you seen the Hugh Forge stuff yet?
That's pretty cool.
Have you seen Hugh Forge yet?
I haven't seen Hugh for, I don't know, like maybe I haven't seen it like
so Hugh Forge is a program that it's magic that you put colors together, and it uses layers to build those colors with translucent to make other colors and etc. And then it prints it for you.
I think I've seen some people like make some of these before, but I didn't realize like what they were using to actually make it. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and it prints it for you with any printer you can do. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Nice.
Any printer that you can do like multicolor. Yeah, that's like
the
next step.
It doesn't need to be multicolor. It's layer changes.
Yeah.
It's layer changes.
Yeah,
so little notepad file.
Yeah, it pops out a notepad file. It says at this layer blue, at this layer red, at this layer black, at this layer. Yeah,
and it does
that's
the layers.
Pretty cool. Okay.
The slicer.
But what's the? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But it's you don't swap layers constantly. You just at a certain point you swap the layer, you swap the color. At another point you swap the color. Yeah. So you're only swapping 3 times. You're not constantly doing that. It uses
4 or 5 or whatever.
Like the light, the how much the light is able to shine through the filament to kind of adjust the color behind the other color.
So does it have to be like highly aware of what brand of filament that you're using, that sort of thing, in order to
every filament that's in the catalog has a value that they call the light transition distance. They've all been tested and calibrated. So in order for it to look the way you want it to look in the software, you have to use the exact same brand and color.
That is so cool.
Because it knows, because they've worked on, and there's even a sensor that
and I have it.
You have one.
I bought one of the sensors, and you can put your filament through it, and it tells you
filament that's not in the catalog yet.
Yeah,
and it shines a light through it, and then measures that transition distance through the filament. It's super freaking cool.
It's awesome.
I guess like the next step up from this would be combining this with the lithopanes that people used to make, like where you could have a color sort of thing, but also
somebody did it.
Somebody did it. Has someone done that? Like you can essentially hold it up and you've got like a color photo.
Yeah.
Steve's dad did. Let me see if I can find it. He did the.
Wait. Watch this. Are you watching this?
Yes. This one's TPU, isn't it?
Yeah. What?
Oh, it's TPU. What?
Isn't that what that is?
What? That's so cool. Like, I feel like you could make like how people were doing a like 3D printing onto shirts and stuff to like make like fabrics. Like you could make like graphics that are actually like there's all kinds of stuff you can do. That's so
people are doing people are printing on fabric and 47 layers on this one, Caleb. By the way,
47 layers.
Yeah. 47.
So
and color pop is a new thing.
Else that's also super interesting that Steve's dad started doing. Here, I'll send you. No, I'm looking for a good link. Yeah, here it is. So he started doing stained glass stuff with translucent filaments, and he did it in 2 halves mirrored. So when you pop them off the print bed and you put them together and put them up against a window, the transparency of the filament creates colors that you didn't print with because they're mixed.
That's cool.
I know.
That's cool. I love it.
It's magic,
awesome.
dude.
That's magic, so cool.
Shoot a link and we'll show it if you want to put it in the private chat.
Yeah, I love that.
Daddy
this
Wazzy.
isn't the one that shows the two halves. I'm going to send you a link. It's not the one that shows the two halves, but it is. I
had dinner at Rocky Mountain with Steve and his dad and a bunch of other awesome people, and I sat almost right next to her, maybe right next to his dad. His dad is a smart dude. He has Steve, and he's super proud of Steve too. Steve
I would be too. Can you imagine if your son created a software like that?
Right. When he went down the lithophane path, and then he's like, "Wait a minute," and then he went this way, and it's like, what? All right, here. This one is Daddy Wazzy, the creator, and he says, "My make for the week for the contest is articulated raccoons. This is 50% scale." There you go. You got to have the trash pandas in the trash can, right? So, I mean, like, that's the thing. And I love that the purge poops is what they're eating.
Oh, I didn't catch that at first. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. I love it.
Super good. Nice work on that. All right. Glendon 3D. Check out an amazing Lady Deadpool by Wexter. Mm-hmm. Wexter's always killing it, by the way. Let's check this out. Oh, that is clean.
That looks awesome.
What?
This is an MMU print, right? It's not painted?
I think
it looks like raw.
The yellow,
from what I can tell.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, the yellow though kind of looks like it's attached after.
Maybe
that could be the case.
Black, red, brown, silver, yellow. So something is painted. It's either the silver or the brown or the yellow or something. Something's either painted or a separate piece. Because there's 5 colors there.
Well, if you have a bamboo, you can do 16 colors.
If you have the connection thing, yeah, I guess you're right.
But I think this is multi here, or at least, yeah. But yeah. I can't tell if the knives are separate and the hair is separate. But
Deadpool's famous knives.
Oh, you know what I meant. I mean, it's kind of a knife.
These round little Swiss Army.
There seems to be enough of it.
Like,
right?
Yeah.
He has multiple AMSs, and it is 50%. A 50% scale of real raccoons? I don't think so. Someone says for the last one.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yeah.
Someone fudged the numbers on that one.
It looks awesome. I don't know if he's watching, Glendon, if you're watching, but I'm pretty sure this is a couple parts. But I'm just guessing.
I mean, there's enough of a shadow like around the neck where it looks like it could at least be a separate piece.
Yeah.
Like
all I know is that the piece came out really, really good. Nice work.
Oh no, it looks great. It looks great.
That was Ryan Reynolds' wife that played Lady Deadpool, wasn't it? And it was his actual kid that was the baby Deadpool.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, Tech Cheaper says the only separate parts are the base versus the bust. What?
Oh,
for real?
Completely painted in the slicer. I guess I could just. I'm a Wexter Patreon or patron. I could just go look. so I mean, there's that.
So it's kind of like the Photos Mint sculptures, where it's like there's the base, and then that angled back.
If he painted this whole thing, holy fludge! Yeah, he painted this all in the slicer. Wow, nice work. All right,
that's awesome.
Tech Jeeper. Speaking of Tech Jeeper.
Hey.
Anniversary gift for the wife. First time attempting to mill brass inlaid into walnut with 3D printed frame. So we got wood, metal, and 3D printing all in one.
All the things.
Nice work, by the way.
It's like human MMU.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
What am I looking at here, though? Like,
it's a brass heart.
But what does he mean by mill?
What's the scale? Is this like a coaster? Is this like a big wall hanging thing?
Hot mix banana for scale.
Yeah, where's the
banana? What's the banana?
Like Tech Deeper, what size is this? Like how big is this thing? So it looks like a piece of copper here in this, or I'm sorry, brass in the center that he milled the words on, and then he
here. So it's about the size of a coaster. Okay.
Like roughly there.
Okay. So it's.
I mean, that's what it looks like, I think.
Gotcha.
Like just based on the the layer lines and stuff.
Okay, so that's smaller than I thought it was then.
Yeah.
That's like a pretty good amount of detail for that size.
So I still want to know
That's
what he
cool.
means by mill. Are we talking like
The
did he
the
put
words.
this in like a CNC machine?
Maybe.
That's what his wife said. It's about the size of a coaster.
Waiting, he's in the chat.
Ah.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Cut it out on my CNC.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
There you go. Nice. That is super cool. Congrats. That's on a cool project too. You could probably sell those.
And happy anniversary, by the way.
Yeah. Happy. Yeah.
Everybody's like,
yeah,
cool
right.
project.
Just glossing over that.
Right. Next up, Willow, friend of the show here, coming to Boston this weekend. Discount code Willow for your Wicked Comic-Con tickets.
Nice.
Also, man, I hate leather cosplay. Squeak.
Squeak sweat.
That's it. Oh, yeah, squeak.
Willow is always doing cool stuff. I also appreciate that it's the two claws. Is it X-23? Is that her name? I don't remember. The girl.
Yeah.
The little one that's grown up in
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right.
The Logan. Logan.
I always her stuff is just crazy. I don't know if you've seen much of Willow's stuff,
Also,
but
I'd like to point out
crazy.
Blue eyes, not red.
Yeah,
We know
not
she's
evil.
good.
Not evil yet.
Yeah.
The question
Little
is,
knives for
they
hands,
could change
and
red.
they aren't red eyes.
little knives. But I'm curious if she put any red LEDs in the eyes though.
She's using the knives for cut.
Yeah.
She's out there slicing people's bread,
Exactly, right? Yeah.
cutting turkey and putting it on sandwiches for everybody.
Right. She just does some crazy fun stuff. And
Yeah, her.
I remember when we
giant
first saw her, it was
meat
the beginning of her making that wolf mask
Yeah,
back way back in the day, and that thing is like, she's like, stuff like this is ridiculous. What?
That's cool.
You know, she's so good. There's her wolf.
we need
there.
to reach out and see what she's up to these days.
Yeah.
She wants to get back on again.
Absolutely, yeah. Her mask. I don't know if
I
you've
wish
ever
you could
seen
find
it. But
the wolf that we. Oh wait, there's a video there. Is that the wolf that she showed us? I don't know.
that's one's messed up. Look at this thing.
That
The
Furby got
eyes.
skinned.
Yeah, the eyes blink.
And the eyes blink, and when she wears the mask, it actually connects to her jaw.
Well, it's
So
got
when-
it's got
when she
multiple
opens-
hinges, so when
Yeah.
she opens her mouth, the mouth doesn't just open. The snout snarls. It,
Yeah.
punches up. Yeah,
And the I think the eyebrows and like
And,
everything
yeah.
moves.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
hmm
She's her like we
very talented.
yeah. I wish I could find that video.
I
'cause it
know.
was
I don't
so
know where
how it
the-
worked. But anyways, on with the show. Willow's amazing, and we need to get her back on and see what she's up to these days.
Mhm.
Besides making crazy, creepy stuff like
Karen
this.
brings up a good point. The last three hot mix go really well together.
Right. Installed LED eyes. I wonder if they're red.
Nope.
I cannot find it so far.
So
back here.
Willow can make a giant, wearable Furby costume, right? Is that
Whoa.
Is that where this is going?
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Furby.
Just
Not
get my
Furby.
files and you can do it.
Yeah, there you go.
No. Bad decision. Okay.
Hey,
one of my
did you
legs.
see the title of this episode and what's on Austin's shirt right now? Bad ideas only.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly. Don't get bad decisions. This is not the episode for it.
One of my picks this week for the Things Maker Showcase. Absolutely love this Moon Dragon lamp by Cyanide Sugar. It can be lit with either the Bamboo Global Lamp LED or I use an
Nice.
RC puck light. That's cool.
Very cool. Very cool. So is that so it's a multicolored light. It's not that
Yeah.
there's more than one ball.
My first reaction was multiple prints, like they were each different colors. But no, it's the same thing, but just multicolored light.
Yeah. Very cool. Love it.
Very cool.
Digging it.
It's kind of like those moon prints when people were printing moons a lot.
Hey, that one goes well with the wolf thing too.
There you go. Yeah.
Now we got a moon.
There you go. It's all on theme.
Black Label says, these turned out so awesome. I used Polymaker, new Celestial Blue, Starlight Mars, and Translucent Gray. I have a feeling they're going to disappear fast.
Oh, these are like those.
Those are like those fidget cubes.
Oh, that's even cooler. It was already cool, but
so
now
you can like combine them to make terrain.
No. This is like these are those foldable fidget cube type things, but they've like customized like the look of each cube, so they're yeah.
But I think what Caleb was saying, it looks like here they're combined. Really, that's just two of them put together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can just kind of like you can keep folding them or kind of add multiples. That's such a smart idea. I'm surprised we haven't seen this yet.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
Smart.
Very cool.
Everybody's smarter than me. That's what happens on Hot Mix. Is I just
Black Label 3D. Nice work.
Yeah.
All right. Next, Liz. Congratulations.
Think 3DP.
Think 3DP on the Sandbox Games design win, and it's actually those.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Love it.
Now we know where to get them.
Right? That's pretty awesome. I'd make one.
I think we just found that, Liz.
There you go. Yeah. So here's the thing. How long until somebody makes a Tetris version of these?
Hey, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, there's your next big idea. Do it.
Well,
Jim,
you know how this goes. You mentioned stuff like that on the show. It's going to be somebody's going to have it posted on Maker World by the time the show is over.
Yeah, like the poo truck.
Like the poo truck.
Exactly right.
All right, spoiler alert. Here we go. Karen, I think Karen's with us. She is with us. Working on sharing some more details, instructions here. Also, I don't think anyone's done it yet, so I'll have to toot my own horn or squeak my own duck and tag Hot Mix. Yes. I know Caleb loves cute things on Hot Mix Live.
I do.
Here you go.
Karen she has been becoming one of my favorite designers because she comes up with things that are always just adorable.
Yeah.
Aww.
And is it it's a TPU, so it has a squeaker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now, this is a video I want sound with.
Yeah, right. Sound
is
loud now.
Share sound when you shared your screen.
I think I did.
I can't even turn it on for you this time.
Dude, are you even a professional live streamer? What are you doing?
No, we're not. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Far from it.
Oh, wrong button. Nope. Never mind.
Just to demonstrate my previous statement.
Yeah.
I had a button that was the Jeopardy like boop boop boop.
Oh, there you go.
I replaced it with
hello. Oh,
Ma, the meatloaf.
So, did you guys ever watch? What the heck was that name of that show? It was a prank show.
Impractical
something
Jokers.
TV. It was something TV, and a guy used to sit like in a movie theater, right? And he had a giant size cell phone, which would be right up your alley, like the big ones that you used to have to hold.
Oh.
And or one of those that flipped open, but it would be like full size, like huge size, and that ringtone would come on, and he would stand up in the movie theater or wherever he was, right, and be like, "Hello, I can't hear you!" Like he'd be like yelling in this thing, and
I'd be so mad.
It was so good. I'm gonna find that. We're gonna play it, but here's sound. Let's see if you have sound. You ready?
Yep.
Sculpted a duck with some 3D printing.
I can't hear it.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it. It's just very faint. I can hear it.
Hang on, let me see. I'm all the way turned up. Maybe you can.
What did I just do? I just put my ear up against
I'll
my
just listen
microphone.
carefully.
Like that was gonna help.
Caleb's like, I can't hear anything. Austin's like, wow.
Hello?
These guys really know how to stream. You ready?
Let me just leave.
Yeah.
Sculpted a duck With some 3D printing and video editing magic, it turned into a physical duck, but not just any 3D
Wait.
duck. This one is printed with
The squeaker is 3D printed too?
art in it called
Listen.
The Squeaker by Spool Designs. And with that,
Yeah, okay.
This 3D printed duck.
What?
What's squeaky?
I thought it was like a like you buy the squeaker on Amazon or something.
Yeah, like you insert.
3D printed too.
This you guessed it.
I love this.
What
squeaky toy should I make next?
How do you 3D print a squeaker?
I digitally sculpted a duck. With
Well, let's ask Karen.
video editing magic.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Duck.
I want to know.
Any 3D printed duck. This one is printed with
Yes.
Fine, keep your secrets.
Yeah, right. Magician
By
never.
Spool, the
reveals-
the squeakers by Spool Designs, right there.
Oh, okay, but still.
Yeah.
I don't have any yellow TPU. I only have like black TPUs.
Ducks don't have to be yellow, man. Haven't you seen a Jeep lately?
All right, I'm totally gonna out myself here. Sarah will never let me live this down. I found out the other day for the first time as an adult that there are different colors of squirrels.
What?
I thought gray squirrels were just old brown squirrels. Like I thought brown squirrels got old and turned gray.
Their hair just goes gray.
What?
I didn't know that gray squirrels and brown squirrels were two different types of squirrel.
Well, what do you think brown and white cows are? Cows that ran out of milk?
Polar bears are just really, really old black bears.
White when they're born, and then as time goes on, they run out of milk and they start turning. They get the black spots.
A chocolate milk.
That's where the milk is going away. Exactly.
The chocolate milk cow turns into the white milk cow. I don't understand where we're going with this. Oh my god. Wow. Red, gray, and black. I've seen a black squirrel and I've seen a white squirrel. We have a albino squirrel that is kind of near us.
I also didn't know that you were supposed to peel sunflower seeds. So,
were you supposed to? I thought you just like kind of just sucked down them.
Yeah, that's why I thought that was the seed. It's seed shaped. I thought that was the seed, and it was just a very salty, fibrous seed. I didn't know that the sunflower seed was on the. I didn't know that was a shell, and the seed was on the inside.
Oh. See, like you were essentially like taking like a Starburst and eating the packaging.
I was eating the peanut whole. I didn't know the peanut was inside the shell.
Yeah, I was eating the peanut whole. He says. It's trigger
right there, out of context.
It's trigger happy TV. And
is that what it was?
It's trigger. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get in trouble for this, but it's not. There's no music, so here. Let's see if you can see this. Volume up if you have it. Here you go.
Smoke if you got him.
He's
Volume up if you have it.
Wait for it.
Oh my!
Well, that's a different phone.
No, jokes on us. There's some tablets that are not too.
Yeah, that's an
really.
iPhone.
You know,
These
the
days.
iPhone version. Here. Oh, and in the library.
Fantastic.
Poor lady.
Why is he in here looking like he looks like Mr. Smith from the Matrix over here?
I think it's Sam Prentice.
Yeah. That's just what phones look like in the UK.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly right.
I just thought of that when I heard that ring. But also here we could take it back just for a second here.
Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. So there's no brown filament in this at all. It's the combination of it's like the way the light is passing through the translucent layers that makes like the brown colors.
That's so
super cool. It's like
I love it. Like the people that are able to like combine 3D printing with art to this degree.
Can you imagine if we had this kind of stuff when we were
a bunch
kids,
of them? Look at this.
You know, like in the Bob Ross era. You know,
my gosh, right?
Our little pea brain kid brains would be blown. We would just explode.
Right.
That is so cool.
And it's two that he puts together.
Yeah.
If we go to Maker World,
you give Da Vinci a 3D printer. What happens?
Yeah. There you can see the first piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the one half.
Whoa.
There you go.
That's pretty sick.
Is that one half or is that?
Okay, so then that's the other.
Oh, it looks like there's 3 pieces.
Whoa.
There's red,
Yeah.
and then there's a blue piece. Is the blue piece?
Oh yeah, the blue piece. Okay.
Okay, so it's red
I
and
think I
blue.
follow.
Is that what the 2 colors are? Go back to the printed one
Yeah,
with the
what's
green
that?
on it. There's a little bit of green in the red on the red
okay,
piece. Okay.
I think they did a layer change or something.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice work. I love it. The stuff that people like that would not come out of my brain. So like I
right.
love
I just make big things. That's all I do.
but the things that you come up with, like you're sitting around one day and you're like, Furby needs to be giant and freaking more terrifying than it is.
Right.
I mean,
scary enough. Like
Yeah.
I need more. Make it bigger and give it 4 legs and an AI.
And red eyes.
And red eyes, right?
Red eyes, yeah.
Cherry on top.
I think I need to go to your Patreon and print that now.
Please do. Please give me money.
Nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel. But like helmet size, so the hole in the bottom like fits over my head.
No, you wear it like one of those like
There you go.
Anubis helmets from Stargate. It's just like sitting on your shoulders and it's all the way up here. Like,
yeah, the eyes.
Yeah, they make it so that the eyes move kind of out of sync with each other. Like they just don't.
Oh, there you go.
Oh god. Cross-eyed Furby.
Yeah.
My Atlanta. Wow. All right, it's getting late. Is there anything else? Anything else we wanted to talk about? I love that you showed us something that's coming up. I can't wait to see that on your channel. Hopefully in the next month.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Links to all of his stuff are in the description. Go subscribe to his channel so you can see when the new stuff comes out. Hey, I got 5 points for the Stargate reference. Thank you. That reminds me, we need to reach out to I gotta reach out to
Hewlett.
See what he's up to. I haven't talked to him in a while.
It's been a while. What do we got coming up? We got Retro Maker coming on 8/26. And who's on 9/9?
Mimetics Thomas. We met him at Rocky Mountain.
Nice.
He makes the Snapflex stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, had to come to that. Okay. Also, dude, timeout.
Yeah.
Here's what we need. We need to collaborate on a bigger, scarier version of. No, I'm just joking. Mass produce things, right?
Snapflex,
rather make it big, just
gotta
take a bunch
get friends together to snap it together.
Yeah. Float-sized Furby.
There you go.
All right, cool, man. Well, hey, real quick, one more time before we go. Who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you? And where do you make money? Let's throw that out there too, because I want everybody to jump on, support you if we can. And I need to go now. Like now that I know that you post some of your stuff or all of your models, now I'm like, I wonder what I can. One more time before we go. Who are you? What do you do? And where can we find you?
So I'm Austin Bradley. I make lots of really weird stuff. Most of it is very giant type things. Big old Croc hat. I am Austin Bradley on YouTube. Everywhere else like TikTok, Instagram, Austin Bradley 3D. And Patreon is Austin Bradley. I've got it linked on all of.
Yeah,
platforms.
this
If you just
video
go there and go
has
to my
your LinkedIn,
bio,
your link
you'll be able to find
bio, Instagram, Patreon, all that stuff is
He's
all
on top of stuff.
in the links.
Perfect. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Oh no, absolutely. This was a blast.
Yeah, it's disorganized but fun, and as long as it like we used to come in with actual questions and stuff, but that got so like not organic.
Right.
So it's more fun. Like I love when you went off on tangents because you get to know who you are. You get to know where your brain goes a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's your creative process doesn't just go down a road, right? You're going down a road and you're like, ooh, here's a T and here's a Y and like all these things. And then in the end, they come back and you're like, whoa.
And also like, I loved hearing about like the thought process and kind of the personal take on why you're making things off scale, you know, because there's that association with being a kid and everything's a weirder scale when you're a kid versus when you're an adult and stuff. I think, and I'm not dissing on him at all. It's just a different style of things. I think that's kind of what separates like your content from somebody like James Bruton, where he's very intelligent and he's good at robotics and he's a very good designer. But like there's not a whole lot of, I think, like personal experience that goes into things like that. That's why I love the tangents too, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, and last year at Rocky Mountain Rep Festival, I brought my wife and my son, and I've told the story several times. We showed videos and pictures. He spent 99% of the time at a booth that was all droids.
That was at ERF last year.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, I'm sorry, not Rocky Mountain. Yeah, East Coast Rep, which is now 3D Printopia. But like those for him, he was 3 years old, 3.5 maybe at that time. He turned 4 in May, so go back to October, and that's how old he was, right? But like seeing full size R2D2s, full size Chompers, and DJ Rex, like all of these droids that were as tall as big as him. Like his little mind was just like, these things are real. These are as big as me. They're interacting with me, and I just got goosebumps because seeing him interact with these things was just absolutely amazing. And it was like the best thing. He loved those things. He just wanted to go dance and have fun with them. And I'm thinking like back in your brain, like you're absolutely right when you think like back in my time, that little hamper, that basket, right? Was so big. We used to play inside of that thing. Yeah. And then you go back and you're like, well, I couldn't even get my butt in that thing now. Like I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cool take. And I really appreciate that because it really hit me when he was playing with those droids. Cause he really, when we went to Disneyland too, and he was seeing those things, it was just like live. It was real for him. And I love that. And it's so cool that you're trying to bring that back. What would be interesting someday is if you went the opposite way. So like things that are like normal size now, what would they?
That's what I'm saying. I want him to open the big Pez, pull the Pez container out, open that up with regular Pez inside, and then open that up, and there's a little resin printed tiny Pez in there.
I love it.
What is this, Pez for ants?
Yeah. It's one of those Pez nesting dolls.
Pez ting doll. I don't know. I gotta stop trying
to there's something there.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah. Offset Maker Labs says that he thinks the droids are coming back to Printopia this year. Awesome. So very cool. Well, I know it's late. We kept everybody here for a couple hours. Thank you so much for your time. We definitely appreciate it. And you're welcome anytime. Like if you have something cool or fun, or you just want to come shoot with us, like hit up Caleb. I think you've been chatting Caleb behind the scenes there. So hit us up anytime, and you're welcome. And maybe when I get this monster like overhauled, so it's a lot more reliable. If you need something
in
giant,
the Little Rock area, traveling somewhere, or hell, even if you're like you go to the Memphis area, we meet halfway. Just let me know. Grab a drink or something. I'd love to meet up.
Cool with it.
Absolutely. But keep in touch. We really appreciate it. And everybody else, thank you guys so much for being here, and everybody that watched it. And I guess I should say guys and girls. There's a lot of girls. Karen, nice work on everything you did there. And everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back in a couple weeks, every 2 weeks now. So we'll see you in a couple weeks with, I think
Retro Maker
3D.
Hey, tag stuff, make things and tag things that are retro themed. For that episode.
Yeah.
Some retro themed stuff for his episode.
Hot mix.
Here it
cool.
is.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Everybody else, have a great couple weeks. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Austin, if you want to hang out, we'll be right back with you. And we'll see everybody else later. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.